A shocking confession from Jimin, one of the main members of BTS, shook the public. For the first time, he spoke about the woman who made Jungkook, the most reserved magne, restless, silently smile, and slowly open up. Who is this figure, and why does she bring such deep concern to Jimin? The South Korean entertainment world is once again shaken not by an album release, solo debut, or appearance at an international award show, but by one big question pointing to the personal life of a global star. Not about musical achievements, but something far more personal and, ironically, much more human. Love and the worries that come with it. Jimin, in a rare moment indirectly captured by fans and media communities, stated that Jungkook, his fellow member and comrade in BTS, is emotionally close to a woman. Not only that, he implied that this feeling is neither shallow nor fleeting. There is anxiety accompanying it, significant enough that Jimin felt compelled to share it publicly. Why is this a big deal? Because Jungkook has always been known as a symbol of absolute privacy in the entertainment world. He has never openly discussed his personal life, let alone romantic relationships. Even when rumors spread, he chose silence and disappeared from the headlines. But now, through Jimin, a small door opens, just enough to make global fans wonder. Jimin's statement emerged in a unique context during their military training period that began on December 12, 2023. Both were placed in the same division, in Yonhyon, Gyeonggi, South Korea, and included in the buddy system program, where two trainees can support each other morally and emotionally. Behind the discipline and harsh training, there were apparently quiet moments deep enough to spark long-locked honesty. "I've never seen him like that," Jimin said in a conversation indirectly relayed by one of the training staff. When he mentioned that woman's name, there was something different, a light in his eyes, a meaningful silence. This statement sparked speculation among fans. Who is the woman who changed Jungkook, who made Jimin feel the need to voice his concern? Is this an old love returning, or someone newly met, but with a deeply emotional impact? Jimin's concern didn't come without reason. He is a friend who knows Jungkook not as a superstar, but as a human living under constant pressure, endless spotlight, and enormous expectations from millions of fans. So when Jungkook begins to open up, Jimin knows this is not just a phase. This is a real feeling. Various theories surfaced. Some mention the woman was a former backup dancer who worked with BTS on a world tour. Another theory suggested she was a childhood friend who reappeared just before Jungkook entered the military. The more extreme claimed she was from outside the industry, a regular person with no ties to entertainment. Whatever the truth, one thing is consistent. There is no concrete evidence. No photos, no videos, no visual clues. Only Jimin's story, and Jungkook's gaze that's beginning to change. For some fans, Jimin's confession is actually heartwarming. They welcome the fact that Jungkook has someone meaningful in his life. Amid the pressure of celebrity life, finding a place to return, even in silence, is its own kind of courage. However, many also feel concerned, even disappointed, due to the lack of clarity. Fans feel like they're faced with an impenetrable wall of privacy, even though their hearts are deeply invested in their idol's life. But in truth, that is the core of Jimin's concern. He doesn't want Jungkook's feelings to become a burden. He knows that when love is revealed in a world that loves consuming rumors and dissecting public figures' lives, happiness can turn into pressure. Perhaps that's why he chose to speak about it, not to expose, but to protect. He is not just an idol, Jimin wrote in a letter allegedly leaked from a military forum. He is human, and like other humans, he deserves to love and be loved, without having to feel guilty. That statement, though never officially confirmed, ignited broad discussion about how the public treats the personal lives of K-pop stars. In a culture that demands perfection and obedience from idols, the space to love can become very narrow. Even when love is present, it must be hidden, guarded tightly so as not to be wounded by public opinion. However, curiosity cannot be stopped. Fans and media are now racing to guess. Every appearance of a woman near BTS is analyzed deeply. Every interaction, every social media comment, even every facial expression caught on camera becomes speculation material. But precisely in that silence and absence, the story grows stronger. The lack of confirmation only adds layers of mystery and appeal. A love story unspoken, unseen, and unrevealed becomes even more precious because it is real for those living it, not for public consumption. What will happen next? Will Jungkook speak directly after his military service ends? Will the woman remain a shadow, or someday appear before the public? No one knows for sure, but one thing is already clear. Jimin's statement has opened a small window into Jungkook's emotional world that has always been tightly shut. He revealed that behind the unshakable image of a global superstar lies a young man who loves in silence, who harbors worry, and who entrusts the secret of his heart to one person, his own friend. When information involving big names like Jungkook and Jimin from BTS surfaces, the public immediately seems divided. Some plunge into euphoria and speculation, while others choose to be cautious and skeptical. Yet, one important question arises and cannot simply be ignored. Did all this truly happen? Or is it just a narrative created to stir attention? In today's digital era, it is not unusual that convincing-looking information turns out to have a weak foundation. We read the news, watch videos, hear confessions, but how often do we ask, who said this? What is the motive? Is this from an official narrative or just fragments of rumors built by social media? Let's look at the facts that have circulated so far. There is no official statement from Jungkook. Jimin also didn't say this in public or mainstream media. The entire narrative developed from indirect quotes, leaked letters, and statements from unnamed staff. The sources come from social media platforms like TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, and online forums, all known for their viral speed but often lacking. Verification, SO. How can we distinguish between fact and fiction? Is it possible this is part of a media strategy to bring BTS back into the spotlight during their military hiatus? Or is it true that behind military discipline and tight privacy, a love silently grows and develops? If it's true, why did this information surface now and not before? Some netizens even began to ask, does the letter allegedly written by Jimin truly exist? Why has only one person claimed to have read it, yet its contents are now widely spread? And if true, would Jimin really choose to reveal something so private about his friend just for public consumption? Here lies the importance of positioning ourselves not just as consumers of information, but also as filters of truth. In a world flooded with viral narratives, we need to question what actually happened, and more importantly, why this information is being presented to us. Love, secrets, and celebrity are a powerful combination in creating sensation. But the question is not only about who the woman is, but why is this story so easily believed? Is it because we want to believe that even big stars like Jungkook can fall in love like ordinary people? Or because we are so thirsty for the private sides long hidden from our idol? It must be noted that this information, however intriguing, comes from social media, which is highly prone to manipulation. TikTok videos with dramatic narration, Twitter threads packaged as if fact-based, to YouTube content with enticing thumbnails. All can construct a story that seems real, but may not be true. Have you checked the original source of this news? Have you verified the accuracy of the quotes? Or are you just going with the flow, believing it because many others believe? Here lies the danger. When unverified information spreads so quickly, it can shape public opinion incorrectly, even damage someone's reputation without a clear basis. What if the story is just a creative fabrication by netizens keen on creating viral content? Imagine if this story is just an illusion built from fans' hopes and fantasies. Who stands to lose the most? Jungkook, who might be quietly fulfilling his military duty. Jimin, who is portrayed as revealing his friend's private secret. Or the fans themselves, who feel betrayed by a narrative that turns out to be false.